Next on Worcester News Tonight, the Massachusetts Department of Transportation presenting some ideas on how to fix the infamous Kelley Square. Plus, it's STEM Week in Massachusetts. Today, the Lieutenant Governor had a chance to check out how STEM is impacting students here in central Massachusetts. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Anna Botari. The Massachusetts Department of Transportation releasing concepts on how they might fix Kelley Square. After meeting with residents earlier this month, the department says they've collected hundreds of comments on how to improve the intersection. Cam Jandro was there tonight and now joins us live with those details. Cam?
Anna, with the PawSox on their way, Mass DOT knows they're short on time to fix Kelley Square. Right now, the goal is to get a full design submitted by May of 2019. And today they had a few of those concepts and they brought them out to the people that live and work around Kelley Square. Imagine Harding and Millbury streets going in opposite directions of where they go now. This concept is one of 4 Mass DOT created for the redesign of Kelley Square.
They do improve safety, they do help with capacity, they address bicycle access and pedestrian access, but they also keep the character of the intersection, which is very important.
The designs were unveiled in the second public hearing for the intersection. This time, Mass DOT provided possible fixes. Some included changing the direction of streets, adding signals, or even a median or rotary in the middle.
It well defines the lanes. It has shorter crosswalk crossings. It also provides bicycle and pedestrian accommodation.
The redesign has been a hot topic in Worcester. Mass DOT District 3 Highway Director Barry Lorian says they've gotten more than 300 comments from people with recommendations.
And they range from do nothing to we would like to see roundabouts to do as little as possible.
The department began designing in July of this year. Lorian says Kelley Square is difficult as is, but the time frame made the project even more difficult.
We intend to be completed with the design, advertised for construction, and actually have the project under construction in a little less than a year's time. So that is somewhat unprecedented for a Mass DOT project.
Now, construction is set to start right now in October of 2019. Mass DOT emphasizing that these are only concepts and nothing is set in stone. But right now, they're hoping to have a quarter of the design set and ready to go in January of 2019. Anna?
Thanks, Cam. Switching gears now, a vigil is held tonight in Shrewsbury to remember victims and survivors of domestic violence. Candles were lit in remembrance of lives lost on the Shrewsbury Common Wednesday night, as dozens of community members gathered to raise awareness. Community and state leaders spoke about their efforts to prevent domestic violence, help victims, and hold abusers accountable. Advise or Against Domestic Violence in Shrewsbury Education Project, who organized the event, says it's important to continue the conversation.
This is a wonderful community to live in, and it's lovely.
The shame and silence has to be broken, and people, and that will help people come forward. And it will also be a message to perpetrators that they can no longer rely on shame and silence in order to keep doing what they're doing.
Advise organizes educational events for middle and high school students and works with police to understand domestic violence and help to prevent it. You may have noticed small painted canvases across central Massachusetts today. It's part of Pathways for Change Art Drop. The goal is to raise awareness about ending sexual violence. Anyone who finds the art is encouraged to keep it and speak up.
At the very most, we hope that people understand the message that we're trying to get out there to the communities is we believe survivors. Everybody should be believing survivors. And we know that if we believe survivors, we are helping them take that one step forward towards healing. And sometimes it's the first step.
More than 100 small canvases were placed across central Massachusetts. They're painted by staff, volunteers, survivors, and allies. The Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce honors outgoing Massport CEO Thomas Glynn before he retires next month. Numerous city leaders were in attendance to thank Glynn. He served in the position for 6 years. In his time, Worcester Regional Airport saw the addition of 3 major airlines, as well as additional flights to Cape Cod and JFK in New York. Glynn also oversaw the installation of the Cat 3 landing system. He says he's hoping to get back into teaching, but is going to miss being at Massport.
The intensity is one of the challenges, but it's also part of the fun. And I say we have a great team that is ready to respond on 24/7, 365.
Tom Glenn has led that focus on Worcester at the same time while elevating Massport as a transportation agency that is all about economic development and mobility of people and goods.
Glidden will serve as CEO until November 17th of this year. Massport has voted to appoint John Prankevicius as the new CEO. WPI is hosting a number of events this week, including science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Tonight, girls from the VEX IQ robotics team showcase their hard work. There are 11 girls, grades 3 through 5, from the Worcester Public Schools who participated in the year-long program. They're given the opportunity to learn about coding, programming, and robotics. Shannon Moffett is a grad student who oversees the team. She says this gives students a chance to explore many different career paths.
Really excited about this program because it would give them a chance to actually hear about these, learn about what they can do with their skills, and let them know that there are other women in the field and it is made for them. Like, it's not exclusive, it's not like they have to prove anything. It's if they are interested in it, they should go for it.
Lieutenant Governor Karen Polito stopped by today as part of the statewide tour. Polito is co-chair of the Massachusetts STEM Council. They work to continue access to learning for all students.
One of the things we are very focused on is making sure that we are developing a network across the state in K through 12 education that has a more uniform curriculum around hands-on learning and problem solving and embedding this kind of learning in all subjects.
Polito says it's important to work with kids on their school courses as early as middle school to put them on a path to growing careers involving science, technology, engineering, and mathematics in Massachusetts. Well, you may not be a billionaire today, but you could be a millionaire tonight. The Mega Millions madness is over, so Powerball's Jackpot is taking center stage, and the prize not too shabby either. The winner tonight will take home $620 million. If you opt for the cash option, you'll still get more than $350 million. Store owner Herschel Patel says he's been busy selling tickets today.
In Massachusetts, hopefully somebody wins around here, so local.
The Powerball drawing will be tonight at 11 p.m. Game 2 of the World Series is currently in progress. The Red Sox are hoping to take a 2-0 lead win after an 8-4 victory over the Dodgers at Fenway. And Central Massachusetts fans say they think the Red Sox can win it all. Our Rosalind Flaherty has the story.
This room is expected to be filled with fans again for Game 2 of the World Series. Parkway Restaurant and Bar says it was the place to be to watch the Boston Red Sox beat the Dodgers 8-4.
Let's hope people come back. I think everybody's going to be a little tired.
The restaurant's theme is Boston sports, and the owner says the crowds are a big boost for business during the week.
Tuesday night's definitely better than the average Tuesday when the World Series games going on. It'd be nice if the game started a little earlier so we get some more sleep.
Die-hard fan Bob Flaherty says his favorite part of the game was when Mookie Betts stole second base in the first inning.
Lights out. The game was over then.
The Red Sox last won the World Series in 2013. Fans say they know the Red Sox can go all the way, and if they do, the team will win their 4th World Series in the last 15 years.
I hope they can do it. I believe they can do it. They will do it.
Best team in baseball right now.
Guaranteed to do it. Absolutely. No questions asked. I'm making that prediction. And I didn't even win the lottery.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
A young cancer patient at UMass Memorial Medical Center is Fenway bound. Ryan Doyle received 4 tickets to Game 2 of the World Series tonight while being discharged from the hospital. The Wilbraham teen plans to attend Springfield College in the spring. The tickets are from Walsh Brothers Construction of Boston. An event at Quinsigamond Community College encourages students and staff to explore their diverse individual heritages and recognize experiences all share. The school is one of many across the country in the I Stand with Immigrants Day of Action. Our Brittany Schaefer has the story.
An interactive map shows the diversity on the Quinsigamond Community College campus. Students are from all over the world. Wednesday, the school joined 175 others in the nation for the I Stand with Immigrants Day of Action.
It's awareness for how diverse our student body is and how many students do come to Quinsig, especially from around the world.
The event focused on celebrating backgrounds and having conversations with immigrants over food. QCC President Dr. Luis Pedraja immigrated from Cuba and shared his story with students Wednesday.
We were at a time where there was a lot of restrictive policies against Cuba, and there were very increasing limitations for us there. It was a struggle. We didn't want to leave our home country, but we came seeking opportunity and freedom. We found it here.
QCC student Benjamin Aya came to the United States from Ghana in 2007. He says it was always his dream to come to America, but it wasn't easy.
I like to watch the airplane fly in the sky, thinking when am I going to travel to or come to America. When I get here, it was a very different game. I have to do what I have to do to get my document.
A main message at today's event, immigrants make communities stronger, and the recent stigma surrounding immigrants is hurting the foundation of this country.
Nationally, there's been a lot of anti-immigration movements, but immigrants have been a strong part of this community. We need to start looking at the human face of people, our common humanity, instead of what divides us.
We are part of the citizen. We also contribute and pay taxes. So, regardless, people should be accepted for wherever they come from. We are one people, one country.
Pedraja says this is an important topic to discuss, and he hopes this becomes an annual event at the college. Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.